different way. I would assume that Finn gets on Ornn or some other tank this game, and G2 try to pull off the same thing, but it doesn't work. Okay, so bans coming in. This makes sense. It's been the same thing every time. Okay, they go Lucian ban, Caitlyn ban on red side. Let's move on. In the past, it's been LeBlanc right here. Oh wait, this is the first game that that's funny. This is the first game that G2 is on red side, so I automatically just was confused here. Yep, so this makes sense. Okay, G2 is banning out Lucian from Larson. Right, Caitlyn ban on red side makes sense. They obviously think that this 3 out of the 4 games they've banned Thresh for Larson. They must really just respect that champion on on Larson. LeBlanc ban comes out targeting caps. This makes sense. They let's see, ban GP here. This is basically saying you can't try that blind pick bullshit this game. I don't think this was a good ban. I still think Ornn would have been better. Maybe they're that confident if Rogue pick Ornn that Wonder can just style all over him. And then here, is it a set ban? They banned set a good amount. They ban Hecarim. Interesting. They ban Hecarim because they don't want Hecarim to be first picked. So here, I'm going to guess they go ahead and pick set because they can flex it pretty much anywhere, right? Or they go ahead and secure Ashe just to secure the ADC and put Rogue in a tougher spot because obviously they don't like playing, or Hansama doesn't play Callista or Jhin, or I mean, you went with a Philios. Yep. So the Ashe lock in. Response here. They have to go. Okay, so I would guess just go ahead and secure Ornn for your champion, for Finn. It looked so much better in game 1. He looks so much noticeably better. And then go ahead and see, I don't know. I would assume they still go for Lilia or maybe Graves here. That's my guess. Interesting. Okay, I'm totally wrong. Okay, so they go ahead and secure the bot lane. I'm interested to see this because this is a more traditional response, right? Picking Jhin or Callista, potentially maybe Ezreal into... Oh, I have to move my camera. Sorry. Whoop. This is traditionally better. They're picking a bot lane that can dictate the lane, right? They just say, screw it, we're going to secure the bot lane. We're going to be looking for priority. In response, I almost guarantee... Actually, I shouldn't say that. In response, I'm assuming it's going to be a support pick. Maybe Leona, right? And then... if I was a guessing betting man, I would guess that they actually potentially secure Graves here, or maybe Lilia. I'd be surprised if Jankos isn't playing one of those 2 champions this game. Maybe Evelynn. Okay, so I was close. They went and waited, and it's gonna be okay. That set's a good pick because I think they can flex it. I think it's most likely going to end up in Jankos' hand. And Leona. Okay, I was close. So, no Graves, Lilia, but they're paying set instead, potentially to be flexed. Okay, in response, This should be Graves Lilia. Akali, interesting. Okay. So they go ahead and secure Akali. I would have guessed that they did this because Larson played well in games 1 and 2 on Akali, and in game 3 they banned Akali out in the second ban phase. So they go ahead and say screw it, we'll secure Akali. Bans come through. I almost guarantee a Zoe ban comes through and a Syndra ban comes through. Right? In response, they have to, I mean, I would ban Ornn and Lilia maybe. Orianna, interesting. Maybe because Orianna's so good with Set, they assume that they're playing that synergy. They banned Shen away from Finn and then Zoe. So they banned Orianna instead of Syndra. And then this is Renekton. Okay, I was close. So they give one of these, has to be Ornn. I'm like so fixated on Finn playing this fucking champion. It's funny. And then, I mean, it's gonna be Syndra here, right? And then top lane, I have no idea. Fucking Wonder can play anything. Camille maybe. Okay, okay. So it's gonna be here, right? And then I was gonna like, I knew he was like, he had to play a Lilia Graves kind of jungle. I'm surprised they didn't ban it. I would have looked to ban it here. Maybe they just didn't think it was as bad as getting Finn on Renekton. No way. The only thing that I could think of is them potentially picking Evelyn here. And then sending this top lane. G2 lost in draft, dude. What? It's Ornn? It's Ornn? It's Ornn? It's Ornn. Okay, I could have seen this coming. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. G2J. Okay. So it seems like Finn on this cut. This thumbs up. Finn has to be one of these champions, it seems. Right? I don't understand this pick at all. Unless Wonder wanted to play Kennen blind. This game goes to Rogue. I assume Finn is a non-factor but gets to level 13 and 14. Okay. I assume bot lane actually dictates the lane, which is going to allow, and maybe even Larson as well, which is going to give Lilia the freedom to do what she wants. This comp is good, I think. If executed properly. It's a little tough for a colleague to be able to get, but actually, I mean, it's a pretty skill-oriented matchup, but I think it's definitely in Akali's favor at this point. I'm curious. This cannot go well for G2. Oh. Let's move my camera back. Oh my god, I have to lock my screen. Level 1 shenanigans. Let's go back and watch it at regular speed. So how did we get here? A 5-man or 4-man group walking in. Okay, so this... When do the minions spawn? Soon, okay. So this is them trying to assist Lilia in getting this camp. I forgot who did this. If it was Gen G or if it was Pioch. It was some jungler. Maybe even SOFM. Right? They like got a level 1 leash on Raptors so fast, and then actually went down and collapsed on the team leashing the red buff, and Lilia didn't smite the Raptors, was level 2, so outsmited, and then had to force the jungler back while I mean, I think that might be, it might be they're looking for something like that. I'm assuming it ends up just being a clown fiesta because they stepped on the ward. Okay, Finn with the flash knockup, unnecessary. But here is where the advantage can come in. Yep, G2 have to back up. See, I like this. I actually like this. This is... Okay, that was good, Brogue. Respect. Yep. Yep. And so now this is, as I was saying, right? JakeNZeus is in a really uncomfortable spot. Look at him. Look at him. Meanwhile, Lilia is going to go 1, 2, 3 and be able to go all the way up. If Lilia is smart, she goes and gets like her blue buff, goes up here, and goes and tries to drop vision and even try to make a play. I think that's what happened. What game was that? I don't remember at all. Yep. Lilia chooses to go and not do the full clear, but instead just drop a wolves, drop a ward on Gromp, or excuse me, Krugs, and then goes up to try to get red buff, right? And I'm assuming going to make his way in to try to fuck with JakeNZeus. Okay, Akali's pushing in Aurelia, which is good, but Wonder will be able to make it fast first if there is a play in the topside jungle within the next 30 seconds to a minute. But Wonder's also pretty gankable here. I wonder if Wonder doesn't necessarily expect Lilia to be top so fast, and rather Wonder thought they'd be going all the way around. So the wave's in a pretty bad spot for Wunder. Right? JakeNZeus is going to Hex Flash over the wall. Oh, he's not going to do it. Cap's taking a bit of a greedy trade. Seems a bit unnecessary, but he has 3 Corrupting Potions, so he'll be fine. I guess he was just doing that to get a back off. I'm assuming he's going to buy Cole. And somehow Finn is the one to get ganked in this spot. So I guess it took the junglers long enough to where... Did Finn push the wave? Yeah, he dashed forward. Take a look at him on the minimap. So you can assume that he's using his spells to try to make a trade and ends up pushing the wave in. You know JakeNZeus has to be in the area too, because he couldn't have gone bot side. You invaded his old jungle. So, wave is in a fantastic spot for Wunder. Finn is doing the right thing, just chilling. Shows, JakeNZeus stops, yep. And now, God, JakeNZeus is still staying. He's spending a lot of time. They just know that. Wow, JakeNZeus spent a lot of time up there and didn't get anything from it. I mean, Finn has the wave in a horrible spot and is missing so much, but took a lot of time from JakeNZeus and didn't get anything. In the meantime, Lilia was able to... How did she get there? She has not backed, and she goes from bot scuttle into enemy Krugs, and they can potentially look for a dive here onto Perks. Hook lands. Hansama doing damage, and they don't even need Lilia. Swirl Seed. Nope. Inspired is just here to help them get the push. Get a plate, potentially, and GTFO. JakeNZeus tries to make the play over, steps on Vision, and gets the kill. Wow. I'm kind of surprised about that one. That feels bad for Hansama. He uses both of his summons and still dies to the auto of Ash as well as the outside W damage. Now Red Size says they might be on Dragon. There was a question mark ping that goes down on there. Okay, we're at 5 minutes. Let's take a look at the game. I'm going to wait until JakeNZeus backs here. Nope, he's not backing. So, gold lead is only of 100 from Rogue. Normally it's up a little bit more early. 27 to 40, but this is fine. I mean, Ornn is in not a good spot, but he's on Ornn. That's fine. We just chilling. Interesting that he tried to be tricky and go Unsealed Spellbook. In the jungle, huge. Lilia's going to be able to get her jungle item really fast based on, at least, unless Set fucks up. Way ahead of Set. Right? Mid lane seems pretty even. Kallista's quite a bit ahead, right? But burn both sums for that death, which kind of sucks. Ashe is getting flashed back up here pretty soon. Ultimately, they'll be, Kallista's going to be a little bit ahead on gold, but not much. I can't believe they picked Aurelia. What? Okay, TP in. They have no sums on the ADC, and they're pushing. Okay, good deep ward from G2. And Wonder says, screw it, we're pulling the trigger. I'm coming. And Hook lands, and this should be a good play. They should be able to probably get both. Maybe not Vander. Perks is like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. And JakeNZeus is like, no, fuck you. Okay. In response, you would assume that Ornn tries to push this wave. Yep. to shove, but I think that's probably the wrong thing because you're getting question mark pings up in the top lane. Maybe orange. I don't really know. I'm missing what's going on here. Okay. Inspired's level 6. Jankos misses the E. Caps gets hit. Instantly deleted. Larson going in. Oh. Okay, I mean, decent attempt at an escape, but G2 is just getting outclassed this game. Okay. What the fuck are G2 doing? Why are you there? Wait. No, I'm confusing sides. Wow, then they're just playing. Then Rogue is just styling on them. I wasn't paying attention there. I had a brain fart. I had a total brain fart. Hold on. Okay. Did Jankos have to back after the fight, I'm assuming? Jankos is having to back after the fight. And Lilia is able to clear the entire bot side. Perks and Mickey are just in a bad spot here. Right? Vandor zoning him this far off. Callista getting solo plates. Or at least attempting to. Perks trying to chase. And Mickey goes a little too deep. Gets killed. Hansama is kind of inting. I think he plays too... he flashed forward on Aphelios last game. That probably isn't worth it right there. I don't know. Maybe it is. I mean, he has a lot of gold. He has 150 gold bounty on him. He must have a good amount of gold from the towers as well. I mean, he has a big CS lead too. We'll take a look here in a second. Okay. Said fuck it. We'll swap lanes. See if we can get an advantage on Finn. And now G2 balls deep as Rogue easily makes their way back up. And Larson just cleans up this game. So as soon as everyone gets their back off, we'll take a look, okay? So if we take a look, they're now up 2.5k. Solid amount at 10 minutes. It's a good amount, actually. Okay, Ornn is a good amount behind, but he hasn't died. Right, he's level 8. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Kennen needs to be, I think, more ahead in order for it to be justified right now. Otherwise, Ornn's going to end up having, statistically, just by item upgrades, a ton of impact. Jankos having 2 kills is fine. I mean, Ash should have had one of them, but he's doing okay. But it's a big CS gap. 20 CS, 5 assists. Like, Lilia's looking really good. Right, I mean, they've gotten their backs off, and Set doesn't have... He has boots and, like, this component, right? Whereas Lilia has the entire jungle item. If we take a look at mid lane, it's like, that does not feel good for Aurelia. Larson is styling on him. Okay? And look at this CS gap. Perks got bot diffed this game. But this is what I assumed that would happen. Right? If you go back to the beginning of the video, I assumed that the bot lane would be able to enable Lilia. So it seems to just be on G2 to get themselves on right champions. So they trade Dragon for Rift Herald because they've basically swapped the map and said, fuck it, we have to try to get what we can on Ashe and top side. Wonder goes bot side to try to clear the wave, but just gets dove here. He's dead. Hook can make, yep. And Hansama is just running it down bot lane in a good way. Okay, they got the top tower. I'm moving kind of fast here because G2 should just kind of get styled on. Okay, I mean Finn took the the beating, and then G2 cleaned up the top side of red jungle, right? I mean they went down and Ashe got all of this. Ashe got this, while red side was able to go down and get all this. So they're kind of splitting the map here, but splitting the map's not going to be good enough. You're so far behind. You need to be getting ahead instead of just splitting and trading evenly. It wasn't even though, because Wonder died. They push the mid wave, and they're just confident to be able to just dive. I mean, Perk shouldn't be there alone. What? For some reason, I thought Leona was there too. I mean, Perk's kind of griefing. Uses both of his sums there. Yes, shit's over. Maybe not over. G2 is good at pulling it back behind in situations like this, but it's not looking good. Wonder face checks. Good stun. Ultimately dies. Mickey X gets hit by that, put to sleep, ultimately dies. Yeah, dude, this is a very one-sided game. Finn... Oh, he's there because Akali's there? Akali cleans this up, actually. Nope. Or at least really forces him away. That's what I mean by Finn on Ornn. And Finn's not on that champion, it's just... Once again, we're moving kind of fast. I'm just interested in seeing like picks and overall movement. Wonder, why are you there? I mean, he has vision, okay? He has good vision. Right? He can see anyone coming from here. He can see everyone coming from here. He can see everyone coming from here and here. So I guess he feels safe. But they ping him, and he doesn't immediately run away. Gets knocked up. Oh. Brother, you didn't play good this. The games that G2 lost, Wonder didn't play too good. Games 1 and games 4. So they're trying to kill Ornn here, but he can take all this, dude. This is taking so much time and 4 members of G2. Meanwhile, Kallista's doing damage to the bot tower, and Lilia's getting dragon, right? If we take a pause, we are now up 5k, doubled the gold lead since last time. What is it, 3 towers to 1, right? 3 towers to 1, 2 drags. Ornn's looking good. I can't see his level. Probably getting close to level 13. Lilia is huge, right? Set's okay here, right? This doesn't feel very good. You'll get Bork here pretty soon on Aurelia, but like versus this big of an Akali, look at the Callista compared to the Ashe. Like this is just very, very favored in Rogue. favored by Rogue. In Rogue's favor. Sorry, it's been fucking 4 hours of talking like this. 3.5. It's tough. I have so much respect for the casters. I have so much respect for casters who do this on full speed. Even on fights, when I try to talk through what's happening, I have it on 0.75 speed. So once again, since they split the map, they're trying to just get the advantage that they can. G2 is topside, pushing the wave, trying to get what camps they can. Wonder's just chilling bot side. Looks like he has a freeze off. A freeze going. But Larson's able to just walk in and say, screw you, Aurelia. They found Jankos. That feels bad. He lives. It still feels bad. Okay. Do they get a Baron here? Or Rift Herald? Sorry. Yeah. It's me just not really totally paying attention yet. But that's a good late Rift Herald. They've gotten 2 of them. G2 definitely seemed to not prioritize it this game. Or this series as a whole, actually. Okay, Wonder ended up shoving up. Is probably going to look to shove this wave fast and then get it back off. He sees that they're... He either sees that they're coming or has learned his lesson and is just saying, fuck that cannon wave. I'm out. I don't know what Finn does. I wonder if he holds it. Okay. Wonder ends up clearing the Krug camp just to get something with the time. They sent Caps to down here bot lane. They probably just assume that Finn is going to be staying longer than he should. Let's hover. But he doesn't. But he does. I don't think Finn's not that bad on a take like that. Like, he played this game pretty smart. He had some good impact in game 1. Wonder can take a trade, assuming he knows where everyone else is. Right. Both top laners have TP. When did Aurelia? Aurelia came from mid and then said maybe we can get something. Finn ultimately doesn't let him. Wave pushes back. And they lose topside now. So the map that they split, right, is turning out not to be so great because they've lost a good amount topside and bot side. Just kind of slowly crumbling. What's happening here? Mickey with a face check. Now Mickey goes in. Good ult. We're going to slow things down. Right, Mickey goes in. Good ult on Larson and Vander. If they can get Larson here, that's huge. Larson eats the arrow. Stopwatches. Caps should be able to... Oh, Caps moves forward. Caps 0 for 2 on the Aurelia ults that I've seen all... Ooh. And... nothing to make of the fight. Lilia waiting for Raptors. Playing the way... I mean, they seem to be... Rogue seem to be pretty good at the Lilia Graves kind of comps. Or the Lilia... They did Lilia Hecarim. Seem to be pretty good at it. Right? I mean, Jankos is 2-0-1, but he's like... Something that he might not take into account is Jankos is 2-0-1. That's fine. Look at the gold difference. This is here at the perfect time. 8.6 compared to 6.6. That's 2K. That's a ton. That's a ton. Right? He's level 10. He's level 13. It's a big difference. And that's just Lilia playing the way that, like, or the team allowing Lilia to play the way that she wants. Okay, what happens here? Wonder's pushed again. Dies. Oh, Larson missed, but still dies. Okay, Perks is here to try to get some cleanup. Good flash by Perks. Good kiting by Perks. Finished. I just know the feeling. He misses the Q and then he just eats it and flashes away. 1v1 Caps versus Larson. Larson should die. Flash Q by Caps says, I'm not having it anymore. You're dying here today. Misses the stun and still ends up dying. All of that time, Lilia is able to go, or Lilia and Red and Rogue are able to go get priority over the top red side jungle, preparing Baron as well. Flash fire. Ooh, you missed. Okay. Wait, who got Baron? Did we not see? I mean, obviously it was red side, but we must have not seen it. We must have not seen it. Oh, it was during all these replays. So they get Baron buff. I mean, it looks like they were trying to bait something, but is that... Sheesh. Feels Lilia, dude. They're escorting in. Mid inhib down. Rotate out so they don't bite off more than they can chew. I like to see that. We'll watch this a bit slower here. This looks like a big one. Okay. You have Yankos coming around behind. Nautilus hits the hook. Ornhorn comes in. Ash ult misses. Goodbye Caps. Perk's trying to do what damage he can from the back line, but Larson inspired. Oh my. Next. FF go next. Oh, they actually do end after that. Okay. It's a draft difference. Their setup is so interesting. Okay. Thoughts after the game? It was just as I thought. Wait. That was the game before. That was so confusing. It was just as I thought. Okay, like if you can't give Finn Ornn, I think Gangplank is whatever. His Gangplank wasn't that good. Like, it's fine. Just don't give him Ornn. What is this? Why would you go this and not Syndra? Syndra is all available. Right? Maybe you wanted to give Wonder the ability to play Kennen, but come on. And then they got out Liliad. They played it. The Rogue executed the level 1 Lilia really good. Really well. Really well. Okay, it's been a long time so far. I know we have one more to go. We're not going to stop now. We're going to go ahead and get done with game 5. And then we'll figure out what to do.